And I know that we're in white, and I know Peru's in black. The official taps the shoulder of the white. I'm thinking, okay, well, Peru won the toss. Rochester's going to receive. It's going to be a tough night for us tonight because
it is.
It's like colors.
It's like an inter-squad scrimmage kind of thing. Yeah. But another fantastic facility for a football game. Peru does a great job down here. The band marched down the street and then on the south side of the field. And really a great atmosphere.
Cloudy, 69 degrees right now to start. No, not from where we were at, say, 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hopefully the rain stays off, and we have a long night of football ahead of us.
Back deep for the Peru Tigers is leading touchdown guy Brady Miller. Brady's a senior. He's back to receive the kick deep from Rochester. Wilson Lee will be kicking off to start things off here tonight. We do have a new punter for the Rochester Zebras. He's going to be wearing number 99 tonight, and his name is Zane Duff. He will be doing the punting for Rochester, and he will also maybe kick off a little bit tonight for the Rochester Zebras as well. So we are ready. The third game of the regular season, and the first game of the TRC is underway. Wilson Lee, short end over end kick. Takes a bounce at the 24, inside the 20, picked up at the 19. And Miller is wrapped up at the 19-yard line, so that's where the Peru Tigers will start this drive in the first drive of the game, as there was no return on the play, as that thing took a Rochester bounce inside the 20, checked it for the 19, and that's where he was swarmed down.
Yeah, Thomas Fensberger was there right away to make the tackle, and that's what you want. Start right away, no gain on the return, and now we get to see the Zebra defense.
Peru will be going to our right here to start the first quarter, which is south. The ball is on the far sideline, the Rochester sideline. And coming onto the field is the quarterback, Robert Cunningham, a sophomore, wearing number 24 tonight.
And be ready for number 5, Sturgill, the senior, 6 foot, 175-pound fullback for Peru.
Out of the shotgun, Cunningham takes the snap and gives to Sturgill. And Sturgill crosses the 20, maybe to the 22. Maybe 3 yards on the carry. It'll be second down and about 7 for the Peru Tigers.
We kind of made the comments before the game that looks like they try to ride him up and down the field and then give it to Miller when they get close to the end.
Yep.
James Gilbert and 67 Brandon Sutton in on that Zebra package.
So here's a snap real quick. On the end around, there's Brady Miller, and he hits the line, the secondary hard. He carries the ball across the 30, shy of the 35, give him the 34-yard line, a 10-yard pickup, and a Tiger first down.
Misdirection by Peru. Miller at just 5'9", 148 pounds, coming opposite direction of the entire pull. You got the pulling guards coming out, and Sturgill going to your right. Miller gets it going back the other way and finds an opening.
Rochester not happy with what they've seen here in the first 2 or 3 plays, and they use a timeout. We'll take a 60. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI.
By the way, ladies Tigers head coach David Weeks is selling field goal tickets down by the concession stand, 3 for $1. Remember, if you are chosen to kick the 10-yard field goal at the start of halftime, you win a large pizza from Papa John's, and last week's kicker was successful. So hustle on down there, see head coach David Weeks down by the concession stand. 3 tickets for $1. Attempt a 10-yard field goal right at the start of half. If you make it, you win a large pizza from Papa John's. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 34.
Carried by Peyton Sturgill.
Back at Peru High School, well, on the ball quickly are the Tigers, and Sturgill carries the ball for about another 4-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 6 at the Peru Tigers 39-yard line. Again, going to our right, ball in the middle of the field. Quickly on the ball, the Tigers. They're on the hurry-up offense. Cunningham in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap of the Tigers, fakes the handoff, gives to Miller going left. Miller on the misdirection, slips the tackle at the 45, falls ahead to the 46, and another Tiger first down as he gets about 8 yards. I beg your pardon, as he gets 4 yards on that pickup, and another Tiger first down.
Connor McLaughlin. 1st and 10.
Ball at the Tiger 46-yard line on the far hash. No huddle offense there on the ball, ready to roll.
Cotter here.
Cunningham sets the club. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. High snap over through his hands and over his head. And the Zebras fall on it.
Bennett jumped on the loose ball.
Fumbled snap.
Bennett right there to fall on it. And Peru, the first 5 or 6 plays, had everything going their way. Everything they wanted to do. If it was scripted the first 7 plays, they were doing exactly what they wanted to do, and that high snap to the quarterback's hands, Cunningham, and then Bennett fell on it.
Yep. A buster right there, like you said. They were moving the ball, running. 2 first downs already, and 1 turnover like that, and a Zebra ball on the 35-yard line.
Well, now, more than importantly, the Zebras forced the turnover. Now they got to make them pay for it. They got to do something with it.
The team's been doing it to us all season.
So the Zebras on the ball. Holland under center, I-backs for him. McLaughlin right up the middle, stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he gets nothing as this this series starts at the 55-yard line.
16, Cordell Prescott. No gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 10 after a no gainer there for Connor McLaughlin.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
Clock rolls here early on at Peru High School. 10 minutes to play, first quarter, no score. The Zebras have it 2nd down and 10 at the Peru 35-yard line. Now going to our left. Ball in the middle of the field. Bennett split to the right side. Pearson tight right. Heckathorn goes in motion to the right. Wilson Lee hitting the backfield along with 7 or 8 other black jerseys, driven backwards by a yard. It'll be here at 3rd down and 11. So is it now Mr. Gavin Bennett time?
Yeah, it's got to be.
That Peru front 5, I mean, they're big. Their smallest guy is 212 pounds. That's 5 guys across. And obviously right now they're winning the battle of the trenches because Lee and McLaughlin are hardly past the line of scrimmage before Tigers in the backfield.
3rd down and 11. Split backs for Rochester. Holland in the center. Bennett wide to the near side. Holland back to pass. Looks left. Throws left in the direction of Bennett. Rises up. Grabs it at the 20-yard line. In the 15. Down around the 10. And that's going to be a first down for the Rochester Zebras.
Great job by Bennett and Holland. Holland did a good job of getting that ball up in the air and towards the outside shoulder of Bennett. And Bennett doing a good job of completely turned 180 degrees and caught that nice and soft in the hands.
26-yard gain on the pitch and catch from Holland to Bennett, and it's 1st and goal at the 10.
That was Holland's 3rd career pass as a varsity football player, and it looked
pretty good. They go to 2 tight ends in the full house backfield. Holland under center with 10 on the play clock. From the 10-yard line, takes a snap. Wilson Lee going right. He's got a hole, cuts it up the field. And cut down, I think, just shy of the 5, giving the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Zebras.
These Peru Tigers are going to be tough to run against, and Rochester's not finding very many open holes in that defensive line.
And you know what? Holland's got a good ball, so I don't think Rochester's too proud not to pass.
And I think just like that, they need to, roll him out a little bit to give him some vision downfield, and you've got the big receiver in Bennett back this week.
2nd and goal from the 6 for the Zebras. Wide out to the near side is Bennett. Flanker to the left is Leininger. Split backs for Holland. Holland pitches to McLaughlin. Has a hole, cuts it back inside the 5. Down to around the 1 or 2. It's going to be shy of the touchdown, but only by a yard. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 1. Giving 5 on the pickup.
Nice, good hard run by McLaughlin.
Giving the 2.
Front down at the Tiger 2.
2nd and goal from the 2 for the Rochester Zebras. I'm sorry, 3rd and goal from the 2 for the Rochester Zebras. The ball in the near hash. The play comes from the sideline. Rochester with plenty of time. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. They'll send Pearson tight right. Gavin Bennett tight left. Full house backfield. Heckathorn, McLaughlin, and Wilson left to right. Holland under center with 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Wilson Lee going left. Stacked up. Lunges forward. Does he get to the goal line? Touchdown, Zebras.
Touchdown, Rochester.
The 2nd and 3rd effort by Wilson Lee gets him across the goal line, and Rochester up 6-0.
Nice job by Wilson Lee. Just tuck his head down and wrap that ball up and keep the legs driving until he pushes himself across the goal line.
Josh Heckathorn in the backfield as well had a very nice block. Him and McLaughlin were his lead blockers there.
So Wilson Lee will now change his shoe and will attempt the extra point. Again, with 7.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, Rochester strikes first after a Peru turnover and leads now 6-0.
And that's a big deal, as much as Peru likes to run the football.
How many times did we see that in week 1?
Oh, absolutely.
And it wasn't in our favor.
No, I'd say John Glenn did that to us 3 times, and that was the difference in the football game.
Alan Piper, the holder.
The extra point.
Wilson Lee ready. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away. It's low, and it just does get across the crossbar, and it's good. 7-0 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
Tigers nothing. fail to mention that every time the Peru defense is faced with a third down, that is Gray's tree service, third down, money down. Every time.
7.5 minutes to go. Trav, Zebra strike first.
Yeah, 6 plays, 35 yards, capped off by a Wilson Lee 2-yard touchdown run. PAT by Wilson Lee was good. Zebras take the lead 7-0 with 7.5 in the first quarter.
Participating in third down.
So Rochester will kick off. Wilson Lee will do that. Back deep is Miller. One of the up man is another fullback for Peru is Bayless. Short end over end kick, and we're going to have a stop at the play. No flag, but we stop the play. Or is there a flag?
I don't see it.
I see one. The two umpires will be talking, not the referee.
Somebody maybe not ready.
Well, we're going to do it again regardless. I don't think we're going to move the ball any further back or the kickoff any further back. We're just going to start over. The up man on that far side is Jordan Rader.
Okay.
That's exactly where we're trying to put the football right now, as Wilson Lee, a straight-on kicker, is basically telling the Tigers we're kicking it to that corner. High end over end kick, takes a hop, bounces right up to Miller. Miller at the 20 to 25, shakes the tackler at the 30, launches ahead at the 35-yard line, and actually give him the 34, and that's where the Tigers will start this possession at their own 34-yard line after about a 14-yard return on the kickoff by Miller.
I tell you, Miller was only a 5'9", 148 senior.
Slippery.
He runs hard.
But he does run hard, I give you that.
Strong
First
runner.
and 10 Tigers.
Ball to far hash.
34-yard line.
With the trusty old binoculars out here, one thing that Coach Prescott told me in the pregame was I was watching, he said that he was watching Rensselaer run this offense last year in the state championship game and had no idea where the football is or was, and said, I got to learn this offense. Well, it's confused me a couple of times already.
Worked for Rensselaers. Nobody beat them last year.
Here's a snap. High snap pulled down. Miller, up to Miller. Beg your pardon. That was Sturgill off the left side, and Sturgill picks up close to 10 yards. The spot on this side is short. The spot on that side is right at the marker.
They're going to call him short. Nope, they're going to give it to him 10 yards.
This is a big defensive possession here for the Zebras. Peru was moving the ball easy last possession, and we got lucky with that turnover.
So it'll give 10 yards, first down and 10. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Cunningham, the Miller on the end around. Miller down over the left side, down the Rochester sideline. He's got a lot of room. At the 25, a call from behind by Heckathorn. A touchdown-saving tackle. Grabbed Miller by the shoulder and rips him down. But that's going to be plenty for a first down for the Peru Tigers.
23, Josh Heckathorn. First and 10 Tigers.
Oh, he must have I beg your pardon, stepped out of bounds at the Rochester 34. So that brought him back about 15 yards.
It's only a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, only. Yeah. So it'll be first and 10 for the Tigers at the Rochester 34. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. And we're going to have a false start on the Peru Tigers. We'll back them up 5.
Penalty flag on the play. Illegal procedure against the Tigers.
7:02 to play in the first quarter. Rochester leads 7-0 here at Peru High School, and after the 5-yard walk-off, it'll be first and 15 now for the Tigers, back at the Rochester 41-yard line.
So those little mistakes can hurt you if Rochester can continue to take advantage.
Exactly. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. It's about a 4-yard shotgun. He's about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Sets the line on first and 15. Here's the snap. Gives to Sturgill. Sturgill with a huge line in front of him. Takes the carry. Runs it right. Gets it out to the 34-yard line. I'm sorry, the 35. Yeah, give him the 34.
Takes the ball down.
Dragging Wilson Lee with him before Lee finally gets him pulled down.
7-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 8.
So that's a gain of 7.
For the Peru Tigers inside of Rochester's 35-yard line. Quickly the Tigers on the ball. Cunningham in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gives it to Miller going left. A huge hole in front. Miller grabbed by the shirt tail and struck down at about the 20, make that 31-yard line. So he picks up 3, which will bring up third down and 5 for the Peru Tigers. Boy, when Coach Prescott said in the pregame they run behind my son Cordell, they've done that a lot already tonight.
Yeah, on the left side of the offensive line, and just like a giant wedge that they form one side or the other.
From third and 5. Sturgill off the right side, lowers his head, pushes his way to the 25.5. That's going to be enough for a first down, giving 6 on the pickup and another Tiger first down. Doing whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, with whatever play that's called.
Yeah,
well,
you're right.
Running play.
Well, why would you change?
You're right.
25-yard line.
My good heavens, they're doing whatever they want, and then they're on the ball. They're on the ball right now. Ball at the Rochester 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun again. Cunningham takes the snap, gives to Miller going left. Miller hit the line of scrimmage, gets the ball,
on the carry,
and carries it out for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down and 7. Give him 2, I beg your pardon. It'll be 2nd and 8. 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rochester leading 7-0.
For the Tigers.
Tigers marching again as they have the ball inside the Rochester 30-yard line at about the 25-yard line at about the 24-yard. On 2nd down and 8. A high snap again to the hands of the quarterback. There's a rush for it, a scramble for it. And it looks like Cunningham falls on it, but not until he's
going to lose 15 yards.
It's back at and he gets up slow. Cunningham gets up slow on that right leg, limping around. He finally recovered the football back to the Rochester 44.
Going to lose 20 yards.
Fumble recovered back at the Rochester 44-yard line.
So it'll be 3rd down. Oh, good heavens. 3rd down and a long way. They need to get to the Rochester 16-yard line for a first down.
3rd and 25.
As long as he's still able to hand off, that's the important thing.
3rd and 25. Back to pass with Cunningham. It is complete to Prescott, but then Heckathorn brings him down one-armed at the Rochester 39. Oh, what a great individual tackle by Josh Heckathorn.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing, or he'd have had 6.
Oh, he was gone. There was nobody else out here.
Heckathorn has 2 touchdown saving tackles.
Cordell Prescott. And it looks like Rochester will make that through, will punt. Well, Cordell Prescott will jump back to line up to punt. And look to pin Rochester deep as now the Tigers look at 4th down and 19
for the Tigers.
Ball at the Rochester 39-yard line, and Prescott will kick from his own 47. Liam Leininger back deep to receive the punt.
Leininger deep for Rochester.
Short snap, picks it up on a bounce. A nice knuckleball kick. And it's going to take a through bounce, and it's going to come to rest at about the 2-yard line of the Rochester Zebras. So the Zebras will start in the shadows of their goal line, but they lead 7-0. And Trav, I think they dodged the Q bullet on that drive again.
That's 2 in a row. The first one was a fumble, and they had a missed snap on the second one, and he lost, 25 yards, 20 yards on it, and just like that, you had 3rd and 40. They completed the pass.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough. So, yeah, Rochester did dodge a huge bullet. Peru is doing whatever they want on the offensive side of the ball.
They're shooting
not capitalizing on it.
They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Absolutely.
2-yard line.
So we'll see what kind of play Sean Kelly comes up with here. And boy, if there's ever a time that the offensive line needs to make a block for you, now's the time. Bennett comes wide to the near side, short side of the field, which is the Peru sideline. Wide to the right is Leininger. Under center is Alec Holland. Holland takes a snap. Handoff right up the middle, and he is driven backwards. Coaching staff wants a safety. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Was that Wilson Lee or Connor McLaughlin?
That was Wilson Lee that carried the ball.
No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 2.
On the carry.
Rochester, I mean, they might have to look for a pass here. Their running game,
well,
their offensive line, it's not getting anywhere right now.
The last time they had the ball was the 26-yard pass to Bennett that saved them on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 from the Rochester 2-yard line with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Holland under center. Straight T backfield, 2 tight ends. Here's the snap. McLaughlin right up the middle. Nope, Wilson Lee carries the ball to the 5, giving 3 yards.
Carrying that ball on his hip.
It did move. Yep. 2nd down and 7 for the Rochester Zebras. Take that 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard pickup. The ball spotted at the 4.
Should be 3rd.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Move the ball.
2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Rochester. Now, what do you run?
Well, I think you got to throw it.
So it's 7 for the Zebras.
2nd down.
He's over there by himself.
And 8 for Rochester, just shy of the 5. Bennett wide to the right side, which is the white side of the field. Back to pass with Holland. Here comes the pressure. Holland rolls away from one pressure in the end zone, throws it up for grabs, and it is incomplete. over the head of Bennett, and
for Rochester.
Gavin Geisen on that far side had a man-to-man coverage. He stopped. If Bennett keeps running, he's got the touchdown, the catch, I should say, and a touchdown. There's nobody back.
Yeah, Holland had to scramble away, and as he did, he threw it up to one of them, one-on-one coverage, and between both of their hands, actually.
Gavin Bennett panicked when he saw Geisen stop.
Right.
And so Gavin came back to play defender, basically, and so the interception doesn't happen. And if he'd have just kept going, he'd have been fine.
Now we got to get this punt off from the back of the end zone.
The back of the end zone. Here's the punt. Here comes the pressure. They just get it off. Nice kick. Geisen goes back to get it. Fields it at the Rochester 42. Geisen at the 35. Kicks it out to the near side of the 30. Down the near sideline of the 25 to 20. Direct traffic for block. Looking for the end zone. And he is driven out of bounds inside the Rochester 5. By the punter, which I believe
freshman Zane Duff.
Zane Duff wearing 71. And so Zane Duff, the freshman and new kicker for Rochester this week, saved a touchdown, but Peru will start this series at the Rochester 5 with 1:57 to play in the first quarter.
Outstanding tackle by Zane Duff.
Good thing.
Talk about opportunities. Peru just created their own opportunity on that set of series, keeping Rochester pinned against the goal line and then with the big return.
First and goal for the Tigers in the Rochester 5. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. To his left is Sturgill. Here's the snap. Sturgill gets it going right. Lowers his head. Pushes the pile forward. Looking to the goal line. Stops short. It'll be second and goal from about the 2. 1:45 to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 7-0.
50 Zane Gilbreth and 67 Brendan Sutton.
Actually, give him the 3, I believe, Brad. He picked up 2 yards. It'll be second and goal from the 3.
Gain of 2. Second goal from the 3.
Out of the shotgun again. Cunningham waiting. Here's the snap. Gives to Sturgill. Sturgill grabs the ball on his thigh, twisting and turning, looking for the end zone, brought down to the 1. It'll be third and goal from the 1 for the Peru Tigers. Boy, Peru again, lucky to keep possession of that football.
Another high snap.
And after the handoff, Sturgill grabbed it on his thigh pad.
Oh, geez.
So it'll be third and goal from the 1 for the Tigers. 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun, Cunningham takes a snap. Gives to Miller. Miller lowers his head into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Miller gets his 6th touchdown of the season for the Tigers.
Brady Miller, a 1-yard touchdown run.
Brady Miller in for the 1-yard touchdown.
With 58 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pulls the Tigers within 1 of the extra point coming.
Again, the Foreman Blaster signaling the Tigers touchdown.
So the extra point coming.
Doing that pre-lineup like Plymouth does.
Swinging gate, kind of.
Yeah. And there it comes back to the PAC formation.
35, Chase Ogle.
Chase Ogle will look to kick the extra point. 20 on the play clock. Plenty of time for the Tigers. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away. Got plenty of leg. Did it go through? It did not. Wide right.
Kick is
no good. Zebras lead 7-6. You're listening to Rochester Football, 92.1 WRLI.
6.
Seconds to play in the first quarter. The Tigers are on the board, Trav.
Yeah, 3 plays, 5 yards, capped off by a Brady Miller 1-yard touchdown run. The PAT was no good. Zebras maintained the lead 7-6, just under a buck left in the first quarter.
Well, that was set up by the 40-yard punt return.
Yeah, it was.
So
back deep for the Zebras. Leininger, Heckathorn. Low end over end kick is a line drive taken by Rittenberger, the up man, at the 32-yard line. So that's where Rochester will start this drive with their own 32 on the near sideline. 57.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rochester leads 7-6 here at Peru High School. Brad Thomas, Travis Watching, I'm David Musselman. The week that was coming up at halftime, and I promise it will be better than last week. It can't get any worse than last week. Good heavens.
All right.
Bennett goes split right, wide side of the field. Tight to the near side, actually flanker to the near side is Leininger. Pearson is tight right, split backs for Holland. Leininger goes in motion to the right side, gets the pitch going right, and a wholesale blocker. Leininger cuts it upfield, lowers his head, carries it out to the 34. He's going to get 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Under 45 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Liam Leininger.
Well, a little different look there for Rochester. Wilson Lee and McLaughlin been pounding it between the tackles. That time Leininger looking to get outside. Wasn't able to get as wide, I think, as he would have liked, but still able to get positive yards.
It might be, we might have to pass to open up the run.
You're right. You're right.
High back formation for Holland with 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. 2nd down and 8 from his own 34. Holland barks signals, takes the snap, runs into the fullback McLaughlin, gives to Wilson Lee. Wilson Lee might have gotten to the 35, maybe a yard. It's going to bring a 3rd down and 7 for the Zebras. As the first quarter comes to an end here at Peru High School with the Zebras leading 7-6. You're listening to Rochester Football, 92.1 WROI. Going to the second quarter here at at the Bengal Memorial Stadium at Peru High School. The Rochester Zebras will look at 3rd down and 7. At about the 35-yard line, going to our right now.
Here we go.
Holland under center. Bennett split to the left side. Pearson tight right. Flanker is Leininger. Takes the handoff, rolls to the left. Holland rolls away from the defender. Now will run. Holland on the far side. He's going to first down. Holland then slides down. Actually steps out of bounds at the 45, but still enough for a first down, giving 10 on the run, and a Zebra first down. Boy,
nice job by Holland.
He slipped away from that tackler. That Bayless was the tackle on that far side, and then he had another gear. It's like full speed, and then he's down the sideline in 10 yards before you know it.
And he slid at the end so as not to take the punishment. Nice job. 1st and 10 for the Zebras at their own 45. Ball in the far hash. Holland in the center with Leininger, flanker to the right. Here's the pitch to McLaughlin. Connor McLaughlin. Boy, there was nothing there for our running attack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 11:40 to play in the first half. Rochester leads 7-6.
2nd and 10.
And we'll look at 2nd down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Ball now in the middle of the field.
So after 1 at North Miami, we got New Valley, and North Miami tied at 3.
Whitco and Mechanical in a lightning delay in South Whitley. That's expected. We saw that thing heading that direction. So I think that's supposed to start here in about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Probably 7:30 start now.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Holland takes the handoff, rolls to the near side, back to pass, rolls away from the defense. Now cuts it upfield, and he's going to be hit. Actually, 2nd effort, 3rd effort with a Tiger on his back. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, which could have been a 5-yard loss easily.
He escaped from that from the first lineman, though, so the linebacker started getting up on him. His just goal just to get back to the line of scrimmage as he did.
Well, we're going to have to do a better job up front. We're just not giving Alec Holland any time to throw the football.
Or the running backs.
Their defensive ends are coming across. They're not crashing. They're coming straight across, which is creating problems for Holland trying to roll out because we don't have anybody out there to block him where he can get around them.
So it'll be 3rd and 10. Holland back to pass. Rolls on the near side. Looking for Holland on the far side, and he's grabbed by the face mask. No, there's the flag. Flag on the sideline. Now, wait a minute. That happened right in front of the official. The head official, no call, but the guy on the Rochester sideline is 20 yards away from Peru sideline. Both of them.
Yeah. The side judge on the Peru side threw the flag, but the official was standing 3 feet away from the play, and he didn't call it.
So it'll be face mask against the Peru Tigers.
But it's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So you mark it off from the point of the foul.
And it's automatic
first down, but we don't really gain any yardage. We just don't lose.
We get a first down.
Yeah, we just don't lose the 15 yards.
Like, how can you, standing over here beside me on the sideline, see that 20 yards away when the guy in the white cap is standing right, I'm talking right beside the play within like 2 yards of it and doesn't call it.
We're going to lose 2 yards.
But it was the right call. We saw it.
And get a first down out of it.
I don't know how the head official didn't see it. Like you said, being right there.
Yeah.
And another score update in the TRC. Northfield leads Southwood 13-0.
It feels good.
They are good.
Goodness. No, it wasn't an automatic first down. I beg your pardon. It'll be 3rd down and 12 at the Rochester now 43-yard line. I beg your pardon. That's not an automatic first down.
All right.
One back. It's McLaughlin with 2 on the play clock. Back to pass is Holland. Looking for the middle screen. Throws it up to Gavin Bennett. It's complete. Bennett down the middle of the field. Bennett down. Shakes a tackler. In fact, jumps over a tackler. Takes it into Peru territory and tackled at the Tiger 41-yard line. That play should have not gone anywhere because he was bottled up right at the line of scrimmage, and his athleticism takes him to the Peru 41.
It's completely irrelevant, but the play before, where it was the face mask, they tried doing that same play, the screen. So I don't know if Peru didn't see it, but Rochester should have said, hey, run the game.
I thought Peru had it well covered.
Yeah.
Holland and Bennett both made great athletic efforts.
And when Bennett
to
caught
get
that
the
ball,
first down.
he took off. He was quick.
High backs for Holland. 1st and 10 at the Peru 41. McLaughlin right up the middle. Connor McLaughlin, the best run of the night, gets him 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yes, you heard that right. Best run of the night, 4 yards.
35, Chase Ogle, the Tigers tacklers.
9 minutes to play in the first half.
For the Zebras.
Ball at the Tigers, 36.
Rochester on the football. 2nd down and 5. High backs for Holland. Leininger wide out to the near side. Wilson Lee up the middle. And Wilson Lee pushes the pile
Tackle by Ogle
to the 33. We'll bring up 2nd down and a long 2 for the Rochester Zebras.
3rd and 2.
And maybe now we're seeing that our Rochester's line of scrimmage may be winning the battle here.
And we talked about the passing game opening up the running game. Holland's completed 2 passes, both to Bennett for 44 yards, but every time we do, we see the running game get a little breathing room.
3rd and 8. McLaughlin right up the middle. He's got a first down. Falls across the 30 down to around the 29. Maybe even the 28. 1st and 10 for the Zebras.
And that's what happens. Is if we're going to continue to get stuff at the line, we got to throw the ball a few times, and that's going to make the line that.
First and 10 for the Zebras, I believe, at the Peru 28-yard line.
First down
at the Tigers, 28.
Ball at the far hash. Zebras break the huddle with 8:10 to play in the first quarter. Pearson tight left, Bennett tight right. Leininger split to the left side. Eye backs for Holland. Alec under center. Takes a snap on first down. Gives to McLaughlin again. Connor McLaughlin dragging a Tiger tackler inside the 25-yard line down to around the 21. A pickup of near 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Z's.
And this is by far the best run the Zebras have had all night. 4 or 5 in a row. They're getting positive yards first of all. And that was a 10-yard run right there.
Clock rolls with 7.5 to play. By far Rochester's best offensive series of the night. Outside of a big play. I guess this one had it too. McLaughlin slips down as the ball is snapped. He gets up, takes the carry, and takes it, like Brad said, takes it to the 19. It's really close to a Zebra first down.
Carry by McLaughlin. Chase Ogle, the tackler.
It'll be a yard short.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 1 for the Zebras.
Just keep giving it to him. He's had, that's been his shortest run in the last 4 attempts.
3rd and 1 for Rochester at the Tiger 19-yard line. Leininger comes split right, 2 tight ends. Pearson right, Bennett left, eye backs for Holland. Alec under center on 3rd and 1 at the Peru 19. Here's the snap. Wilson Lee loses the football. Holland picks it up on the bounce, trying to get rid of Peru tacklers. He's going to wall to the near side. Holland steps inside, throwing down to the 16. First down, Rochester. That was ugly.
Number 3.
Wow. And Brendan Sutton, the sophomore, 6'4", 260, made the block that freed Holland so that he could come back across the grain and pick up the first down.
I did an awful job explaining what happened there. Holland was faking to Wilson, pitching to Wilson, going to the left, but he pitched it behind him. But I believe the ball slipped out of his hands as he's trying to pitch.
Yeah.
So then Holland, on the Rochester sideline, picks up the football and brings it all the way back across the field to the Peru sideline and picked up enough for a first down.
But he only got 3 yards.
Who cares?
But it was a first down. That was
but he ran an 80.
He's athletic.
McLaughlin and Holland running each other in the backfield. McLaughlin keeps his legs pumping and moving. Takes it to the 14, giving 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 6 minutes to play in the first half.
64, Jason.
7-6 Rochester here late in the first half. The week that was coming up for Rochester here at halftime.
You got a guest speaker in the second half.
I hope. I'm going to text her right now.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely want to stay tuned for that, won't you?
Oh, I can't wait. She doesn't talk much about softball, but no, I can't imagine. She's going to be full of all sorts of wisdom. Second down and 8 for Rochester. There's a bad snap. Holland picks it up, trying to get out of the grips of the Peru tacklers. Cannot. And this time pushed backwards. And
well, it's probably a good thing. Sorry, probably a good thing he couldn't get away from the tacklers because he was trying to flip it out to Wilson Lee, and that might have had all kinds of ugly road on it.
Loses one. It'll be second down and 9. The ball is at the Peru 16-yard line with 5:15 to play in the first half. The Zebras leading 7-6. And obviously we are in Wilson Lee's range almost. I think they need another 3 or 4 yards for that. He was hitting them consistently from the 20, which makes it a 30-yard field goal. So with 7 on the play clock, Zebras finally on the ball with 5 with 4. Split backs for Holland with 3 with 2. Holland fakes to McLaughlin, hands off to Bennett. Bennett has a penalty on the field. Bennett lowers his head, gets out to the Peru 12-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. So if Coach Prescott declines this, it's going to be about third down and 5 or 6. If he accepts it, it's probably going to be about third down and 19. I'm guessing it's going to be a hold or a block in the back.
Yeah, and I'm guessing he's going to take it and work on field position and knock the Zebras out of field goal range.
It could be illegal formation.
Illegal procedure
That's what it was.
Rochester.
So we'll back him up instead of 10 yards. Back him up 5, so it'll bring up third and 14, I believe. 4:45 to play in the first half. Zebras up 7-6. Ball now at the Rochester. Ball now at the Peru 21-yard line. So far hash.
So now you can try and throw it.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Throw it to the goal line and then take your chance with the field goal.
You know what we haven't seen yet is that slant right over the middle. And as a good athlete as Bennett is and as fast as he is,
if he can get in front of the safety,
here it is.
That's money.
He's wide on the near side.
All the safety slid to the other side, so that middle is wide open.
Holland back to under center, back to pass. Holland looks to the right side, looks Gavin's way, throws it up for grabs. Bennett pushes off, races up, touchdown Zebras.
Nice job by Alec Holland. He just threw a high jump ball. Bennett hesitated at the 5-yard line, stepped in front of the defender at the goal line, and brought it down for the touchdown.
21-yard pass from Holland to Bennett, and the Zebras up 13-6 with the extra point coming with 4:17 to play in the second quarter. Well, sometimes, you know what, how many times have we heard this? Sometimes you just go let athletes make plays.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, Gavin Bennett's 6'3". Those defensive backs are 5'9" and 5'11". Throw the ball up to the kid.
Alec Holland will come on. Wilson Lee will come on to attempt the extra point with Pfeiffer holding.
To attempt the point after.
Snap is back. Hold is down. Here comes the pressure. Wilson Lee gets it away and just crosses the crossbar. It is good. 14-6 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
Zebras 14, Tigers 6.
To play in the first half. The Z's are up.
Yeah, 17 plays, 68 yards, capped off by an Alec Holland to Gavin Bennett, 21-yard touchdown pass. The PAT by Wilson Lee was good. Zebras lead 14-6, just over 4 remaining in the first half.
Both of those plays, sometimes you got to be luckier than good.
Yeah, you're trying to describe how unorthodox the scores have come for Rochester tonight. I mean, it's nothing going exactly the way it was written in the playbook, but they're working.
Hillis takes the kickoff and hit hard at the 31-yard line. And so Peru will take over with all 3 timeouts.
That Leininger?
Leininger, yep. And 4:14 left on the clock.
Leininger and Heckathon are in there.
Yeah. Boy, he drilled him.
He did.
Alexa Holland is on her way over to talk to us at halftime after the week that was.
About
soccer. Right on.
Yeah. That kind of surprises me. I always envision her as the softball, basketball player, but we're like a little different.
You can obviously see the athleticism just all over her face.
Yeah.
And I've seen her firsthand on the softball diamond.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why she's going to Ohio to play.
Yeah.
She's good. 4:14 to play. Peru on their own 31-yard line, going to our left. Rochester up 14-6. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Another high snap.
False start.
Yep, we got moved.
And that was going to go to Geisen. And it's going to be offside on Rochester. So that's going to give them the free 5. They were going to run a play we haven't seen run yet tonight, and that was a flanker run by Geisen.
Well, I'll tell you what, Peru lines up their entire backfield, all 4 players, not more than about 4 yards off the rear end of the center.
And they're all bunched together.
And it makes it pretty tough to see who's got the football. 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Now at their own 36, 4:12 to play in the first half.
For the Tigers.
Cunningham in the shotgun. Takes a snap. On the end around the reverse, gives to Geisen. Geisen dives ahead across the 40 to the 41.
Carried by number 4.
Give him 6. It'll be enough for a Tiger first down. With 4:05 to play in the first half, the Zebras leading 14-6.
Yeah, as linemen usually line up, I mean, hand-to-hand, face-to-face between each other. These guys are foot-to-foot.
Yeah.
There's no room in between.
And they're winning the war.
Absolutely, they're winning the war.
Can't even get through there. They're so tight.
Yeah.
First down for Peru at their own 41, out of the shotgun. The snap goes to Cunningham. Hands off to Sturgill. Sturgill pushes the pile ahead to the 46. Picking the 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock rolls. 3:45 to play.
Carried by Peyton
in the first half. Again, the Zebras leading 14-6.
67, Brendan.
It will not take a team very long to score as many plays as Peru runs in a series. They don't take long.
Direct snap.
Direct snap to Bayless. Bayless right in the middle. Bayless has 5 yards. Bayless has 8 yards. Bayless has 9 yards. And brought down at the Rochester 44-yard line. First down and 10. That didn't even go to Cunningham. With direct snap to the fullback Bayless. And Bayless carries it into Rochester territory.
But the back and the quarterback all moving to the right. Bayless just hesitates for like 1.5 seconds and then comes back.
Yeah. Kind of like let the blocks develop.
Yep.
Shotgun for Cunningham. Miller comes in motion, gets the carry going left. Miller is ridden down by Connor McLaughlin. Not until he gets 4 or 5. Give him 4, it'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock rolls. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Zebras up 14-6. Don't forget, Rochester deferred at the football at the beginning of the game as Bayless comes hobbling off the field for Rochester. For Peru. I'm sorry, for Peru. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Snap again on the reverse. Gets to Miller. And Miller is driven backward.
Carried by number 11, Brady Miller. Number 49, Tyler Mulvaney.
Mulvaney on the stop. Mulvaney. He's in the backfield before Miller could even take a couple of steps.
Loses 3. It'll be 3rd and 9. 2:20 to play in the first quarter. That ball went to Sturgill. Sturgill took 1 step, handed off to Miller, and then Mulvaney was on the back of Miller when he got the ball. 3rd and 9. On the option, Sturgill going to the right. Sturgill on the Rochester sideline, cuts it upfield, is driven right out of bounds at the stick. That's going to be close. Great blocking up front by the Tigers.
Yeah, they continue to win the battle in the trenches. I mean, Rochester, they're getting away on offense, but
they're going to mark them about a yard short.
4th and 1 for the Tigers at the Rochester 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play first half. Rochester up 14-6. Bayless back in the game for Peru. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. The entire Peru offense looks to the sideline, has to play. Cunningham sets the line, takes the snap, gives to Sturgill. Sturgill across the 35, giving the 34, maybe the 33.5, and that'll be enough for another Tiger first down. Under 2 to play in the first half. Again, the Zebras leading 14-6. And a new set of downs for Peru inside the Rochester 35-yard line.
Minute 58 to go before half, so the clock is starting to become a defender against the Tigers.
1st and 10 at the 34 of Rochester. Peru on the football. Cunningham sets the line. Fakes to Miller, rolls the pass. Here comes the pressure. Throws it up for grabs. Linden lining it right there and incomplete. Intended for...
Pass is incomplete.
Number 10, Alex Dickens.
Dickens was the intended receiver, Leininger on the coverage, and I thought Leininger had a better opportunity to catch that than Dickens did.
Trent Bauer did a great job putting pressure on the quarterback.
Minute 47. I'm not sure why. They're running the football so well. For second down and 10 at the Rochester 34, ball in the far hash. Minute 47 to play in the first half. Rochester up 14-6. Cunningham out of the shotgun. Sturgill to his left. Takes a snap. Another high snap. Miller on the end around after getting the handoff from Sturgill. Takes the football down to the Rochester 27-yard line. Pick up 7 will be third down and 3 with 90 seconds to play.
They're going to have the first half. They're going to have to put the center and the quarterback out during halftime and have them practice their snaps. Every one of those.
Yep. Cunningham just about lost another one.
He's snapping to a 6'5" quarterback. Unfortunately, his quarterback's just not that tall.
Snap again on the handoff. Sturgill going to the right. Got a kick out block. Sturgill going to the stick. Driven out of bounds. I think he's short of the stick, according to my binoculars.
I agree with you.
But he does go out of bounds and stop the clock with a minute 13 to play in the first half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, the week that was in Rochester sports this week.
Just go down there, right?
Third
and a yard for the Tigers.
A minute 13 to play in the first half. Rochester up 14-6. It'll be fourth down and 1 for the Tigers.
Just
at the Rochester 24-yard line. Again, another big fourth down play for the Tigers and the Zebras, for that matter. Cunningham takes the snap. The Sturgill going right. And then we're going to have a
jumped offside.
Yeah.
So it'll be offsides on Rochester at the free first down for the Tigers. It doesn't matter. Sturgill would have had it anyway.
Yeah. But they're going to pick up 5 yards instead of 1.
Yeah.
Here's the number to kick the field goal. 302.
So it'll be first down
153
for Peru.
302.
After the penalty's marked off, it'll be at the 19-yard line of the Zebras. A minute 10 to play. First half. Rochester up 14-6. Cunningham ready. Sets the club. Takes a shotgun snap. Takes a handoff, back to pass. Over the middle, looking for Prescott. Actually, it's complete to Miller. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Around that time, they just caught the Zebras looking for the run. And Cunningham threw it over the top to Miller. And the defender had already committed to come up on the run. And Miller ran right past him into the end zone.
A 19-yard pass play from Cunningham to Miller.
To the receiver.
And it's 14-12, and they're going to go for 2 are the Peru Tigers.
Reception, 6 points Peru.
Which I would do too, as well as you're running the football. Why not?
Tigers will attempt the 2-point
2-point conversion. Cunningham takes the snap, takes the handoff, takes it into the end zone himself. The 2-point conversion is good. We're tied at 14. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI.
So the score now, Rochester 14. And the Bengal Tigers, 14. Once again, that number to kick the field goal is 302-615.
1 minute, 6 seconds to play here in the first half at Peru High School, and we're knotted.
11 plays, 69 yards, capped off by a Cunningham to Brady, 19-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion was good. Like you said, we're knotted 14-14 with a minute to go in the half.
Score update from Denver. North Miami leads Tippecanoe Valley midway through the second quarter, 9-3.
Jason Kepner kicking off for
Peru kicking off. Aaron Brooks back deep. Heckathorn and Leininger. The squib right down the middle. Takes the bounce. Leininger boots it, picks it up inside the 20, looking for the wall. Now looking to get to the Peru sideline, running out of time. And now breaks the tackle at 30 to 35. He's got a wall in front of it at the 40. Cuts it back to the middle of the field to the 45 to 50. Leininger at the 45 of Peru, at the 40. Cuts it up the field and brought down inside the 35 of the Peru Tigers with 52 seconds to play in the first half.
Great job by Liam Leininger. That kick of a return of about 45 yards. Going to set the Zebras up in a really good position.
His 2 good returns last week came up. Absolutely. Keep muffing it.
Right on.
But wow, yeah, I mean, that puts Rochester in position to score now.
First and 10, Rochester.
And after 1 quarter, Wabash leads Manchester 7-0.
Wow. Wabash looking to go 3-0 to start the season.
52.6 to play in the first half. Rochester sends twins on the near side. Leininger and Bennett. High backs for Holland. Puck under center from the Peru 32-yard line. Back to pass. Slips under center. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws down the near side. It's a wobbly pass. Somebody's going to have to come and get it. Oh, Pearson right through the hands of Ross Pearson. I don't think he was the intended receiver, but that's how much the ball slipped off the hands of Alec Holland. And Pearson right there, and it just went through his arm.
And it's a good thing Bayless didn't see that ball because he was right under the ball, circling around looking for it.
He looked like a center fielder who lost it.
He sure did.
He was out there looking for it, couldn't find it. The ball looked like it nosed up and got caught in the wind stream going the other direction.
44 seconds, 2nd and 10. Gavin split left. Heckathorn split right. Pearson tight right. Back to pass again to Holland. Looks left. Throws left. It is complete to Bennett. Bennett cuts it up the field. Tackled right at the sticks. Is it going to be enough for a first down? It's right at the sticks.
Call him out of bounds.
3rd down and 1 after a 9-yard pitch and catch from Holland to Bennett.
And Bennett's got all 4 receptions for the Zebras tonight with 74 yards.
Wow. 37.8 to play in the first half. We're tied at 14. Rochester has the football inside the Peru 25-yard line. At the 23, in fact.
At the Tiger 23.
Leininger goes wide to the near side. Bennett split left, split backs for Holland. On 3rd and 1. Holland hands off to McLaughlin. Connor McLaughlin pushes ahead to the 20. Gets the first down with 34 seconds to play in the first half. And it looks like Rochester will use their second time out of the half. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI.
Brought down at the Tiger 20. Timeout, Rochester. Our field goal kicker at half will be Luke Parker. Luke Parker will be attempting the 10-yard field goal. If he makes it, he wins a large pizza from Papa John's.
It goes the wrong way.
34.6 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester has it 1st and 10 at the Peru 20-yard line. Going to our right, we're tied at 14. And none of this is happening, Brad, without the outstanding return by Liam Leininger.
Yeah, you're right. That 40, I think it was about 45-yard kick return by Leininger has set the Zebras up. There was about a minute left before the half, and here we go.
Rochester has 1 timeout left, 2 wideouts. Bennett left, Leininger right, back to pass. Bennett is complete. It's a 15 incomplete, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
That ball was clocked. I think Alec threw that ball just a buzz before Bennett was ready. It was short, and Gavin couldn't get down there in time to pick it up, which is okay. 2nd and 10, clock stops at 30.6.
And Brad, like you mentioned at the timeout, Zebras do get the ball first in the second half. They can get points on the board right here and then get the ball back in the second half.
Alexa Holland coming up at halftime, talking a little bit about soccer. I can't wait. 2nd and 10.
What do you know about soccer?
Nothing. She's going to teach me everything I need to know. Holland with the Tigers in his face, going to be stacked back at the 28-yard line.
Quarterback Holland dropped for a loss.
And Rochester will have to stop the clock for the final time with 24.7 to play. In the first half, they'll use their final timeout of the half. And a big sack for the Peru Tigers. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Football 92.1 WRLI.
Ball back at the Tiger 27. Timeout, Rochester.
Get up there and call quick game.
24.7 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester and Peru are tied at 14.
Well, both Rochester scores and a lot of their big plays tonight have come on what have appeared to initially be broken plays. And I don't think, I think that if we get a score here before the half, that's how it's going to come. It's going to come on what is going to be a broken play that turns out well.
Third and 17 for the Zebras. Back at the 27-yard line of Peru. Holland now out of the shotgun. McLaughlin to his right. Lining split left, right. Bennett split left. Back to pass with Holland. Here comes the pressure. Holland stepped up in the middle. Incomplete from behind Wilson Lee. It's going to bring up third down and 17. Make that fourth down and 17. With 20 seconds to play in the first half. We're tied at 14, and like Trav said, Rochester will get the football first in the second half.
Well, how many times, at least twice that I can think of, in week one against John Glenn, did we see the little halfback pass where we pitched it out to Lee and he threw it down the field?
Twice. For Rochester.
Yeah, it might be a good last play.
Might be a good time here.
Holland under center. 4th and 27. I'm sorry, 4th and 17. Back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Throws it up. Bennett open in the end zone. Pushes off. Rises up. Incomplete. Great job by Geisen. Geisen over there in the corner. Breaks it up. That was easily a first down. The ball was in the hands of Gavin Bennett. Geisen comes over the back of Bennett. Tips it away. That would have been first and goal to 5. But Peru takes over on downs.
So good effort by Rochester. They will get the ball back to start the third quarter, but it would have been huge if they could have broke this tie before half.
Here's what I see here. I think that Peru, they're going to line up in the victory formation. I thought maybe they would try to slip Prescott out in the flat and just let him run.
Sure.
So Cunningham takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. At halftime, the Zebras and the Tigers tied at 14. You're listening to Rochester Football, 92.1 WROI. Back at Peru High School, getting ready for the third quarter. Trav, you have some scores from around the area.
Absolutely. Caston leads West Central 14-6. Pioneer leads Triton, last I heard, 14-0. Valley is up against North Miami, 10-9. Whitco and McQuantico are tied at 6-6. Northfield leads Southwood 27-0. Winamac leads Culver 27-6. And Wabash leads Manchester 7-0. And Bremen and John Glenn are knotted up to 0. And here's Bank Memorial Stadium. Tigers and Zebras are knotted 14-14.
We can count Trav out for the second half.
Easy.
Yeah, a big plate full of helpings.
This hospitality is wonderful here.
Absolutely.
I would agree.
They treat us well when we come to Peru High School, and now we can, I guess it's probably the last time maybe for a while unless we draw each other or we literally play each other in week 9. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Rochester will start the third quarter of the football. They're getting ready to receive the kick. And here we go. Third quarter is underway. Another squib kick picked up by the front man, Rinsberger. And he downs it at about the 34-yard line. So that's where Rochester will start this half at their own 34 on the far hash. Brad Thomas, Travis Watering, I'm David Musselman.
Well, I thought the Zebras had some positive things in that first half. The passing game worked on occasion, and the running game worked on occasion. But if they can bring all of that together in one series, they'll be a lot better.
Absolutely. So Rochester will start with the I-back formation, lining her wide to the near side and 2 tight ends. From the 34, Holland takes a snap, gives McLaughlin up the middle, met at the 35 and pushed back. Oh, second effort, he kicks him on his feet. And he gets across the 40-yard line to the 41. What a great individual effort by Connor McLaughlin as that thing was stopped after a 1-yard gain. He kept his legs moving and carried it out to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 7, and now a third down and 3.
Great effort by McLaughlin. Like you said, he just refused to quit turning those legs, and it paid off.
7, 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. For the Rochester Zebras, I-backs again for Holland. Alec under center, takes a snap, pitches out to Wilson Lee going left. Got some blockers. Wilson Lee has the first down and carries it out to the Peru 45-yard line, giving 4 and enough for another Zebra first down.
Well, that's one of the few times that pitch play has worked for Rochester. And that time Lee was able to pick up the 4 yards to get the first down.
And Jason Kessner. Also that Tiger on the tackle.
11:15 to play in the first quarter. In the third quarter. We're tied at 14 here at Peru. Rochester first and 10 to their own 45. Lining her wide to the near side with 2 tight ends again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wilson Lee stacked up in the backfield and driven backwards.
Carried by Wilson Lee. Gary Hobbs.
We saw a lot of that from the first quarter.
On the play.
10:48 to play in the third quarter. Wilson Lee's going to lose 2. It'll be second down and 12 as he was pushed back to his own 43-yard line.
Again, good up front push by the Peru defense as they're had a lot of success on that line of scrimmage in the first half.
Yeah. Lining her wide to the right side, which is the wide side of the field on the Peru sideline. 2 tight ends again for Alec Holland. McLaughlin right up the middle. McLaughlin fighting for yards. Got both of those yards back. Nope, maybe just got 1 yard. Now I got 2. The guy on this side says the 44, and the guy on the far side says the 45. So give him 2. It'll be 3rd and 10. Big plans? Going to Indy.
Yes, going to the big go tomorrow.
Yeah, right on.
Drag racing for those who don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know where you're going.
Yeah, okay.
Tomorrow night, go Irish.
Yeah, you catch Notre Dame game versus Texas.
You know, I'm going to get to that TCU Minnesota game here in a minute.
Perfect.
3rd and 10 for Rochester. Their own 45 out of the shotgun. Holland takes the snap from Adams. Back to pass. On the flat is complete to Bennett. Bennett cuts it up the field. Gives the forearm to the Peru Tiger. Bennett carries it to the 49-yard line. Going to be short of a first down, but only by about 4. So now it's going to. Here's an interesting call coming. 4th down and 4 for Rochester at the Peru Tiger 49-yard line. And what do you do?
Go for it.
I say go for it.
It looks like they are. It looks like the offense will stay on the field with 9:35 to play. In the third quarter, we're tied at 14, and if I were Alec Holland, I'd go to 80 again.
I agree. He's got 5 completions tonight, and all 5 are to Gavin Bennett.
Bennett goes split to the left side. The flanker to the left side is Heckathorn. Back to pass is Holland. Rolls to the left. Pressure rolls away from it. Holland's going to keep it. Now Holland down the far sideline. He's going to first down. Keep his feet inside the 40. And driven hard out of bounds, and now we're going to have a late hit on that far sideline by, I believe, Sturgill, who hit him hard out of bounds. So he carried it to the 40-yard line.
Picked up 9 on the run.
And we're going to wait for the call. It will be after the ball, dead ball, personal foul against Peru. So that's going to give Rochester 15 more, which will take it to the Peru 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Z's. 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Well, Holland was able to avoid the defensive end of Peru and get outside on that corner. And then he realized, hey, my receiver's covered up, but I got 12, 15 yards of open grass in front of him. And he was able to pick up a 9 for the penalty.
Lining her wide right. High backs for Holland. 2 tight ends from the 25 of Peru. Here's the handoff to Wilson Lee. Wilson Lee hitting the backfield, pushes his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Man, Peru's both offensive and defensive line are getting so much push up front.
Yeah, they are.
It's safe to say who's winning the battle of the trenches right now.
It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. That's why I did. 9:15 to play in the third quarter. Tied at 14. Ball at the Peru 25-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Rochester taking a lot of time in the huddle. The play just does come in from the sideline with 12 on the play clock, still in the huddle. They break the huddle with 9. 8:50 to play, third quarter. Quickly, Rochester on the ball with 5. With 4, with 3. Holland gets the snap, gives McLaughlin going left. McLaughlin, a lot of blockers, keeps his footing. McLaughlin inside the 10, and drags through inside the 10 down to around the 7 or 8 yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Zebras.
Great run by Connor McLaughlin, 18 yards around the corner. He got some good blocking downfield. He was able to keep his balance with the Peru defenders on top of him.
That pulling guard, number 51, can't use it for the lead block there, and he did an outstanding job leading the play for McLaughlin.
Best run of the night for the Rochester Zebras, and it came from Connor McLaughlin. First and goal at the 7 for the Zebras. Split backs, 2 tight ends. Line here wide left. Holland under center. Pitches to McLaughlin going left. Connor McLaughlin hitting the backfield, rolled down, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot there for Connor McLaughlin.
Well, that was Sean Kelly doing what Sean Kelly does. That's run the same play. If it works once, we're going to try it twice.
Absolutely.
8 minutes to play in the third quarter. We're still tied at 14. Rochester knocking on the door. They have a second and goal from the 7-yard line. And they break the huddle with 17 on the play clock. Plenty of time for the Zebras. Bennett tight left. Pearson tight right. Full house backfield for Rochester. Holland under center. Quick snap. Wilson Lee going left, met by two or three Tiger tacklers. And Wilson Lee might have gotten one, not a lot there. He might have gotten nothing. It's going to be third and goal for the 7.
Unfortunately for Wilson Lee, they've had his number 7 all night long. He's got 11 carries and a touchdown, but he's only got 13 yards to show for it.
Leininger brings the play in from the line of scrimmage. Everybody in the house knows where this is going. At least you would think.
Mr. number 80.
80 for Bennett. And Bennett comes side to the right side. Pearson tight left. Full house backfield for Holland.
One-on-one on the right side.
Yep. Holland. Back there. Here comes some pressure. Rolling to the right. Looking into the end zone. Stop. Switches direction. Down the middle of the field. Takes and running. Holland looking for the end zone. Gets the blocker. Running your touchdown, Zebras.
Great job by Alec Holland. Bennett was covered up. Holland had the defense crush it in behind him. Somehow he was able to reverse the field, cut back against the grain, slip between the defenders, and he got to about the 5-yard line, and then he cut again and headed back out towards the flag and was able to get into the end zone.
That was just an athletic play. You would have thought Holland has been playing quarterback for 4 years. I'm serious.
Another pure athletic play. That's all it was. He got some great blocks up front, including the last block by Leininger right here at the free end and got him in.
What a play. And this is his second start, by the way, for varsity football.
Now, see, these guys started the play clock before the shoe got on.
Yeah.
Where last week, the guys were waiting till the shoe was changed, then start the play clock. There's 6 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. Piper ready. 4, 3, 2, snap is back. Here comes the pressure. Ball gets away. It's got a lot of height. It gets through the upright and is good. 21-14 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
And the Tigers 14.
To play in the third. Alec Holland just scored his first touchdown of his high school football career.
Yeah,
rushing touchdown.
11 plays, 66 yards, capped off by an Alec Holland 7-yard touchdown run. The PAT by Wilson Lee was good. Zebras lead 21-14 with under 7 remaining in the third quarter.
And almost used half that third period to do it. Wilson Lee to kick. Approaching the Rochester sideline, which is where Rochester's been the entire night, and one of those high end over end short kicks. He gets the green light. And again, high end over end kick going to the sideline, taken by Peru at the 28-yard line. Ball carrier is still on his feet and brought down to the 40. Nice return by one of the up men. And Peru will start in good field position at their own 40-yard line, going to our left with 6:51 to play in the third quarter. Brad Thomas, Travis Pickering on David Musselman. Caston leads West Central at halftime 14-6. We already get that? Yep. I only listen to half.
We have that one.
Yeah. It's all right. You're used to it, aren't you?
We got your back.
I appreciate that. So here come the Tigers on the field. They easily have had the most impressive offense tonight. A couple of times shot themselves in the foot with a high snap. Cunningham in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Sturgill gets the handoff going right. Sturgill ridden down from behind.
Carried by number 5.
But it looks like Austin Hoover was the man being drugged. Takes the ball out to the 43-yard line. Pickup of about 3, second down and 7, 6.5 minutes to play. In the third quarter, Rochester up 21-14. Cunningham quickly on the ball, sweats the line, takes the snap. Around the near side is Miller. Brady Miller, a big hole, running to Prescott's side, and he carries it out to the Rochester 46-yard line for another Peru first down.
Brought down by Connor McLaughlin.
I think they could run that play every play and pick up that many yards every time.
I agree with you. I agree.
6:15 to play in the third. Rochester up 14. 21-14.
If you drew a 10-by-10 foot square, their entire offense would fit in it.
There it is again. Miller dragging Rinsberger to the Rochester 40. Give him 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Under 6 to play in the third. Rochester up 21-14. Rinsberger grabbed Miller at the line of scrimmage, and Miller carried Rinsberger for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, on the roster, Miller's not very big. But boy, he runs like he's a lot bigger.
Yeah. And what do they call that? He runs angry?
Yeah, downhill.
2nd and 4 out of the shotgun. Cunningham gives to Sturgill. Sturgill going right. Rochester trying to string it out. Gets a good block. Cuts it up the Rochester sideline. Flag on the play. I think we're going to have a flag on Bayless.
Yeah, they're going to have a holding against Peru.
So the ball carrier, Sturgill that is, takes it inside the Rochester 35 to the 33. So there's a flag on the play. It will be a hold against the Peru Tigers. So if it's right there at the mark, it should bring up 2nd and 14.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Peru has got to be beating themselves against their helmets, because they've just the turnover that cost them a touchdown early in the game, and now the penalties, the offside penalties, and the holding penalties have stalled.
4th penalty of the night
has stalled good offensive drives.
Yeah.
4th, make that 2nd and 14. Miller in motion. Cunningham going to keep it right at the middle. Cunningham takes it to the Rochester 40. He gets 10 back. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Tigers with 5:15 to play in the third quarter. Again, the Zebras up 21-14.
It doesn't matter if it's Cunningham, Bayless, Miller, or Sturgill. They all run hard and fast.
Yeah.
And then they're low. And like you guys just said it, what's it called? Downhill running?
Yeah.
Wow.
It all starts up front for Tigers.
Absolutely.
They're doing a great job in the trenches. 3rd and 4 for Peru at the Rochester 40. Out of the shotgun. Sturgill gets the snap going right. Sturgill stacked up at the stick. Spin, twist, gets down to the 35, giving 5, and a Tiger first down.
And the scary thing about all of this is as successful as Sturgill and Miller are running the football right now, if Miller would pull that ball out of their stomach and keep it around, he's untouched to the end zone. The last 3 times he's handed off to either one of those two.
And Sturgill comes out of the game, and Jordan Rader comes in for the Tigers. Cunningham in the shotgun. Rader takes the carry going right. Wilson Lee holding on for dear life. Rader gets it out to the 31-yard line. Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 4:20 to play in the third. Rochester up by 7.
And Brad,
Giving 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The only reason I think that maybe Miller's not running the ball more is because we saw him early in the game limping around on a bad ankle.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers at the Rochester 32. Out of the shotgun, Cunningham sets the line. Rader gets it going right. Note the quarterback keeper, Cunningham, jumps at the 30 and then driven backwards. So giving him forward progress to the 30. He picks up 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I'll make that 3rd down at about 5 for the Tigers.
Brought down by Trent Bauer and company. He was one of the initial hit, and a whole gang of Zebras joined him.
3:35 to play in the third. Peru on the mark again. 3rd and 5 from the Rochester 30. Miller comes in motion, gets the carry coming to the near side. Miller being strung out to the near side and brought down right at the 29-yard line.
Great job by Gavin Bennett. He is deceptively fast. He outran Miller to the corner.
4th down and 4 for the Tigers at the Rochester 29-yard line. The first time Rochester was able to beat Miller to the corner, and that's going to force 4th down.
And an obvious go-for-it situation.
Absolutely. Sturgill back in the football game. 4th and 4 for the Tigers at the Rochester 29. Miller in motion, fakes the handoff, back to pass is Cunningham. Cunningham runs, escapes Bauer, throws down the sideline, hit. As he throws, it's incomplete. Rochester will take over on down.
Well, Bauer got the initial pressure, and Wilson hit him just as he released the football.
And who hit him? Bauer missed him. Then Wilson Lee hit him, and then it went right through Bennett's hands for an interception.
That's okay, because if Bennett catches that,
we lose 5 yards.
Yeah, no, he's inside the 15-yard line, and now we're going to take over on downs of our own 29.
15 yards.
2:46 to play in the third. Rochester leading 21-14. Will have the football on the near hash, which is the Peru sideline.
Great job by the Rochester.
Absolutely. Holland under center. Split backs. Takes the snap. pitches to McLaughlin going left. McLaughlin cuts back, cuts it up the field. McLaughlin to the 35, lowers his head out to the 36-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of near 7.
Great job by Gavin Bennett out there on that left side, getting that push-out block for McLaughlin to cut up behind him.
Second down and 3 for...
Where'd he go, back for second?
Rochester Zebras, of course. 2:20 to play. In the third quarter, Rochester up 21-14.
What? I didn't. Come on.
What? I didn't say anything.
You both looked at me funny.
That's every play.
Whatever they said. It was
second and 3. McLaughlin again, left side, pushing the pile. Maybe a yard. Maybe. 3rd and 2 for Rochester. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Rochester Zebras up 21-14. He worked hard to get that yard.
And also in on that Tiger tackle.
3rd and 2 for the Rochester Zebras.
So you got like a 36-hour softball tournament this marathon
awesome.
this weekend?
I might, but nobody called me.
Oh, okay.
Wabash leads Manchester at halftime 19-0.
Wow.
Yeah, right on. 3rd and 2. High back formation. Holland takes a snap, takes the handoff, rolls on the near side, hits the quarterback, keeps the away, stops, cuts it back to the side, and slips down at the line of scrimmage. He had yard. He had it.
Holland keeps his feet. He might have scored.
Give him a yard. 4th and 1.
You said Wabash was up like
19-0. At the break over Manchester.
Wabash hasn't started a season 3-0 in over 20 years. That would be amazing if they won that game.
Well, they're usually playing Rochester right about now.
Yeah.
Rochester, it looks like they will go for it. They are at their own 38-yard line. They're going to our right. They need 1 yard. That's been tough to come by tonight.
It has been.
Split backs for Holland. 2 tight ends, lining her wide to the near side. McLaughlin's going to get the carry. He's got a first down as he rumbles across the 40 down to the 42-yard line. They get the 41. Give him 2 and a Zebra first down.
Nice job by those men up front, Sam Adams. And
well, let me ask
Tanner Music doing a great job of making room for McLaughlin.
Trav, yeah, you're not too far removed from high school football.
Right.
When the coach says, okay, fellas, we're going to go for it, 4th and 1 in our own territory, what does that tell you?
Your linemen better push hard.
Well, does that give you all sorts? Does that give you
confidence?
Yeah,
confidence.
Okay. From the 41, over their own 41, Zebras gives the Wilson lead at the 45. Sidestep the tackler at the 45 of Peru at the 40, the 35, hesitates at the 30, cuts it inside, brought down to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 Zebras.
Great job by Wilson Lee. A little hesitation coming off the line of scrimmage. He had Leiniger out in front, running interference, and able to let him get down that sideline before he finally gets tackled.
33-yard run from Wilson Lee, and the Zebras 1st and 10 at the Peru 26-yard line with 20 seconds to play. In the third quarter, up 21-14. And the clock rolls. That might be the final play of the third quarter. It will be. Coach Zander points to the clock, and that'll do it. After 3, Rochester leads 21-14. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI. Back at Peru High School for the 4th and final quarter. On opening night of the TRC, the Zebras lead right now 21-14. And as the quarter starts, we'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the Peru 26.
Starting to see a lot more confidence out of this Rochester football team since Abbott got hurt in the 4th quarter of week 1.
Yeah. Well, I think that even though Alec Holland was given the reins, he still doubted himself.
Yeah.
And I think that we're seeing a quarterback in the making here.
Starting to see a lot more confidence.
1st and 10. Holland gets the snap, pitches to McLaughlin. McLaughlin grabs it at his thigh pad, carries it ahead to the 25. Not a lot there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'll tell you what, when your quarterback is confident, that exudes out to the whole rest of the team, and they all start to play a lot more confident.
That Plymouth team we faced last week will be the toughest opponent we face all year. I don't care if we're in the state game.
It might be the toughest opponent we face for the next 2 years.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that was a hard game for Holland to start, but he's a completely different person tonight.
2nd and 9 for the Zebras at the Peru 25-yard line. Eye back for Holland, lining her wide to the near side with 2 tight ends. Alec under center takes the snap, takes the handoff, rolls on the near side, a design quarterback roll. Hesitates, waits for the blocker, Tanner Music, cuts it inside the 20, down around the 17. That's going to be close to a first down. Give him 8, maybe. It'll be 3rd and 1. Nice job by Tanner Music, who pulled, and it was his leading blocker out front.
Well, Music, a lot of people don't think about how quick he can be, but Music's pretty quick when he gets rolling out there. He is.
3rd and 1 from the Peru 17-yard line, going to our left. Leininger will split to the right side of the field. Bennett tight left. Pearson tight right. Split backs for Holland on 3rd and 1. McLaughlin might have gotten to the 6. He got up. Oh, boy.
Really close.
That was close. He was stood up after a yard gain, maybe. It's going to be close to a first down. And they're going to have to stop and stretch the chains. And actually, with that mark, there's no way.
No,
that mark is going to be short. Yep, it's going to be short. He got nothing. It'll be 4th and 1.
On the same thing.
For the Zebras.
4th and 1 for Rochester at the Peru 17-yard line. 10:15 to play in the game with the Zebras leading 21-14. Zebras break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. We'll go 2 tight ends in the straight T backfield. Lee, McLaughlin, Leininger, left to right. Holland under center with 6 on the play clock. Takes the snap. McLaughlin right side. Has a first down as he gets to the 15, maybe even to the 14. 1st and 10 Zebras.
Keenan's good for a Rochester.
Great job by McLaughlin.
Caught the guys up front.
Yeah, absolutely. All 5 of them. Brendan Sutton, Tanner Music, St. Adams, Austin Foster, Alex Borg. The first half, we said Peru obviously won the battle of the trenches, but this second half, it's a new 5 of them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Zebras at the 15-yard line of the Tigers. Leininger wide to the right side. High backs for Holland. 2 tight ends for the Zebra offense. Alec takes the snap, gives to Wilson Lee on the counter. Wilson Lee running hard down to around the 12. Giving 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
Raider on the tackle.
Another good job right there by Austin Foster again. He was the lead puller on that counter, and he's giving them the 3 yards they need.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 for the Zebras at the Peru 12-yard line. Gosh darn. Bob Prescott on the sideline just limping for it hurts me just watching him, knowing what has happened.
Yeah, if you heard the pregame, he got rolled up underneath the 5-man sled and broke his ankle. And he's out here walking up and down the, 3-4 days later, he's out here walking up and down the sidelines without crutches or anything.
Rochester wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI.
By the way, the souvenir football is thrown to the crowd.
9 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the football game. Rochester leading 21-14. They have it 2nd and 7 at the Peru 12-yard line, going to our left. Brad Thomas, Travis Watering, I'm David Musselman. We was hoping to see a good one, and that's exactly what we've got.
That's a good way to open up the TRC. It's been back and forth all night long, and here we are again, 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line. Wow.
2nd and 7. Leininger goes in motion to the right side as a flanker. McLaughlin gets the carry going right. Connor McLaughlin fighting for yards. Maybe to the 11. The spot on the far side gives him the 10. Give him 2. It'll be 3rd and 5. What was that? 57-0.
57. Pioneer leads Triton 57-0. Thank you, Val, our omnipresent source from the back.
3rd down and 5 for Rochester at the 10-yard line. Clock rolls with 8:35 to play in the football game. The Zebras up by 7. Eckathorn goes wide to the right side. The tight left. Pearson tight right. High backs for Holland. Alec under center on 3rd and 5. Alex pitches to Wilson Lee. Wilson Lee has the corner. Wilson Lee cuts it upfield. Fighting for yards. Gives it close to the 5, giving the 7. Boy, if he cuts it back inside for first down, he picks up 3. It'll be 4th down and about 2 for the Zebra offense.
He had McLaughlin and another blocker out in front of him.
Tanner Music again.
Music and McLaughlin in front of him. And
4th and 2 for the Zebras.
He ran up behind him instead of trying to cut inside or out.
Rochester obviously will go for it, but they are in Wilson Lee field goal range. Rochester will go. They need 2 yards. They need to get to the Peru 5. They bring in 2 tight ends, straight team backfield. Holland under center. Quick step. McLaughlin carries the ball to the 5.
Going to get to the 4.
Give him the 4. Yes, indeed. And they're not even going to measure. 1st and goal for the Zebras at the 4.5-yard line.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a quick snap. Peru was still shuffling their defense. Yep.
1st and goal for Rochester at the 4. 7:40 to play in the football game. Rochester up 21-14. Alec Holland sprints to the sideline, gets the play from the coaching staff, now sprints back to the huddle. Rochester breaks the huddle with 9 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. Pearson tight right, Bennett tight left. Full house backfield with 4 on the play clock. Holland snaps with 3. Wilson Lee going right. Wilson Lee dodges the tackle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Zebras.
Nice job by Wilson Lee. He got a big push from Sam Adams up front, and Connor McLaughlin leading the way in.
That line, the entire series was outstanding. All 5.
I agree.
All 5.
Offensive line did a great job. Wilson Lee picking up his 2nd touchdown of the night. Zebras now with 160 total yards of rushing offense. They had 48 yards in the first half. Wow. They only had 49 for the entire game last week.
Total yards, right? Not
Wilson Lee, kick. High for the holder. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is away. Low line drive goes wide to the left. No good. Hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Rochester leads 27-14. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
And the Tigers 14.
I just haven't come back to it. I still got the and you got Alec over there. Hey, Jimmy, find Alec.
Brady Miller, the deepest Tiger, to return the kickoff.
7:17 to play in the game, and the Zebras lengthen their lead a bit.
Yeah, after converting 3 4th-down plays on that drive, it was 14 plays, 71 yards, capped off by Wilson Lee, 4-yard touchdown run. The PAT was no good. The Zebras lead 27-14 with 7:17 remaining in the game.
Wilson Lee to kick. High in kick. It's a short kick taken at the 20-yard line to the 25 to the 30. Shake the tackler at the 35. Spin move is Raider at the 45. And he actually at the 40, and he's brought down at about the 44-yard line. So Peru takes over here in the 4th quarter in pretty good field position, down 2 scores.
And we've seen them do a pretty good job of moving this football up and down the field. And the problems have come with the turnovers and the penalties for Peru. But that last series, it was the Rochester defense that stopped them.
They had the 4 and out. I mean, to turnover on down at the 25-yard line.
Yep. These Farm Bureau binoculars.
Yes. Actually.
7:06 to play in the football game. Rochester 27-14. Cunningham in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Sturgill. Sturgill coming to the near side. Trying to outrun Bennett. He does. Turns the corner at the 50. That was a football out of bounds.
Carried by Payne.
But they're going to mark him at the Rochester 48 out of bounds.
Good hit by Leon Leiminger on the sidelines for the Zebras.
Giving 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. McConaughey leads Whitco 13-6 in the 3rd. Now give him the 49.
At the 49 of
Rochester, 49-yard line. The Tigers have it. 2nd down and 4. Cunningham ready. Sets the line. Got to work hurry. There's a snap. on the reverse. Miller gets it going left. Brady Miller slips the tackler. Hey, he's off to the races. Miller at the 30, the 25. He's got to get rid of Leininger, and he does. Touchdown, Tigers, on a 49-yard touchdown run by Brady Miller.
And Muskie said it perfect earlier. You don't know where that ball's at.
Yeah.
I mean, he had about 2 different times there. I had no idea who had that ball, and apparently the team was sending either.
49-yard touchdown run by Brady Miller. Pulls the Tigers within 7, and the extra point coming, actually 2-point conversion coming for the Tigers with 6:50 to play in the football game. Two-point conversion coming for Cunningham. Takes a snap, gives to Miller going left. Miller looking for the end zone. Hit, drop. Two-point conversion, no good. Rochester leads by 7, 27-20. 6:50 to play in the game. You're listening to Rochester Football, 92.1 WROI.
And the Tigers 20.
To play in the football game. It is a little tighter now.
Well, only 27 seconds ran off the clock. 2 plays, 48 yards, capped off by a Miller 49-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion was no good. The Zebras lead the Tigers 27-20 with 6:50 remaining in the game.
Swift kicking in down the middle of the field. Picked up by Heckathorn. And make that maybe Leininger. I'm not sure. Anyway, the ball was returned out to the Rochester 41-yard line. Heckathorn it was. And so Rochester needs a sustained drive of about 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, well, Rochester's done a great job all night long keeping Peru from racking up big plays.
Yeah.
And one just broke and brought this game back within a one score.
6:46 to play in the football game. Rochester up 27-20. They're on the football with split backs for Alec Holland. 2 tight ends, Pearson to the right, Bennett to the left, Leininger wide to the right side. Here's a snap. McLaughlin maybe to the 42, nothing there. It'll be 2nd down and 9. But the clock rolls with 6:35 to play in the game. 27-20. Rochester on top. Here in the opener of the TRC.
Cordell Prescott were the Tiger tacklers. 8 of the yards.
Clock rolls, and right now you need to take the entire play clock.
You're right.
Holland is to hike it with 2 seconds to go.
Play comes in. Rochester still in the huddle.
And it always is like when you get down to that last drive of the game, it's the first down of that series that can set the tone.
Absolutely.
Heckathorn wide to the right side. 2 tight ends for Alec Holland with I-backs. Holland pitches out to Wilson Lee. Wilson Lee's got a blocker, cuts it upfield. We'll get a hold on the play. Wilson Lee gets it to the 45-yard line, but we're going to have a hold against the Zebras, I do believe.
I think Connor McLaughlin.
And Coach Prescott says let's back him up. It'll be hold on the Zebras right at the line of scrimmage, so that should bring up 2nd down and about 19 with 6:02 to play in the ball game. Rochester leading 27-20 here at Peru High School.
We're definitely getting into that field position game now as Prescott takes the penalty and backs up the Zebras, because if he can force them to punt, the last time they did, Geisen took it back 40-some yards, 45 yards, and set them up for their first score.
So I think it's going to be actually about 2nd down and about 18 for Rochester with 6:02 to play in the football game. Rochester up by 7 at the end of 3. Seriously, Northfield leads Southwood 40-0.
Holy cow! Northfield is going to be a force to reckon with this year in the TRC.
Hollander center on 2nd and 18. High backs behind him with 2 tight ends. Takes the snap, takes the handoff, back to pass. Got to make that Gavin Bennett. He rises up, and it is incomplete. Sturgill there on the cover. Bennett wanted a flag. Sturgill hit him as the ball got there. It'll be 3rd and 18.
Thought he was going to get a flag.
Well, a little bit, thrown a little bit high, but when you got a 6'3" receiver, you kind of hope maybe you can go up and get it. The thing I like, though, that ball was a frozen rope. It was a bullet across there.
It was a good hard throw.
There was nothing floating.
Absolutely.
We've seen Holland float a few, but that one was a bullet.
5:46 to play in the game. 3rd and 18 for the Zebras. Bennett wide right. Heckathorn split left. Split back for Holland. Alec under center. Back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Throws it up to Bennett. It is picked off by Geisen. Geisen down the far sideline. He's got nobody in front of him for green grass. Geisen cuts it back inside looking for some blocks and is picked up at the 15-yard line.
And there again is Geisen making a big play to set the Peru Tigers up for a score. We saw him with the 40-plus yard punt return, and now we're going to see him with the 40-plus yard interception return that sets the Tigers up for score.
1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Zebra 16-yard line with 5:35 to play in the game with the Zebras up by 7.
16-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Rochester 16. After that interception by Kevin Geesing.
So on the ball are the Tigers at the 16. Here's the snap.
Reverse.
Brady gets the ball going left. Brady Miller looking for the end zone. Shakes a couple of tacklers. He is in. And it's 27-26 after a 6-yard touch. I make that a 16-yard touchdown run by Brady Miller.
Miller with back-to-back touchdown runs, and he has 133 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight for the Peru Tigers.
Immediately, Coach Prescott says go for 2.
And he just went from number 3 in the TRC rushing to number 1.
Wow.
So the 2-point conversion coming for Peru. Cunningham sets the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. Bad snap. Bad snap. Cunningham picks it up, and he's going to be sacked by Bennett.
The Zebras still lead by 1.
Rochester up by 1. 5:27 to play in the game. Back with the final 5 minutes after this on that 2.1 WROI.
26.
Minutes, 27 seconds. The Zebras now clinging to a 1-point lead at 27-26, and will get the football back.
And one play, 16 yards. Another Brady Miller 16-yard touchdown run. The PAT was no good. Zebras lead 27-26.
Pooch kick taken to the 35. Rensberger, he kicks it across the 40 to the 30, makes that the 42, and that's where Rochester will start. 5:23 to play in the game. Rochester up 27-26. It's all about the 1-2 right now.
Yeah.
What you got left?
Well, I'll tell you what, with as much flash as Sturgill and Miller have been for Peru, Geeson has set up 2, their first and their last touchdown so far for this football game with the interception and the return.
1st and 10 for the Zebras at the 43-yard line, their own 43. Bennett goes split right, lining her the flanker to the right side. Tight end right is Pearson, and split backs for Holland. Alec on 1st and 10 takes the snap, gives to McLaughlin. Connor McLaughlin spinning the head, getting to the 44. That is it. 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard gain. And boy, when Peru wraps up, that is it. There are no yaks tonight.
No, you're right. The longest run Brockman's had all night long has been for 18 yards. He's got 70 total on 22 carries.
Under 5 minutes to play in the game. Rochester up 27-26. They break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. They'll send Heckathorn wide to the right side, which is the wide side of the field, the Rochester sideline. 2 tight ends with split backs behind Alec Holland. Wilson dots the I. Here's the snap. Wilson Lee takes the carry. Wilson Lee up the middle, fighting for yards. Might get to the 46. He picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 7. Clock rolls 4.5 to play in the game.
The thing is, Rochester has got the clock in their favor if they can just pick up a first down.
Wyatt Gray, one of the Tiger tacklers.
They need 7-8 yards to do that.
3rd and 7 for Rochester.
So, you throw it to Bennett here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Got to put it out, but you got to. I don't think you need to go deep downfield like we tried in the last couple of offensive series. Yeah, just a little
slant,
just a little slant out to the flat.
Yeah.
4:05 to play in the game with 4 on the play clock. Holland out of the center, empty back or out of the shotgun, empty backfield, and Rochester will use a timeout. 4:01 to play in the game. Rochester up by 1. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI. 4 minutes to play in the football game. Rochester up 27-26. They're looking at 3rd down and 7 after the timeout. The ball spotted at their own 46-yard line going to our left. Brad Thomas, Travis Watering on David Musselman. We have seen a dandy. Same thing was tied at 14. At halftime, Rochester was up by a score after 3, was up by 2 scores in the 4th, and Peru quickly put the kibosh on that. 3rd and 7. I-backs now for Holland. That completely changed before the timeout. Holland under center, takes a snap, pitches out to Wilson Lee. Fakes the handoff. Makes a reverse. Gets it up. Hits out the room. Wilson Lee, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Gets it back inside. Touchdown, Zebras.
Great job by Wilson Lee. He sold the fake on the reverse and took it the distance for 56 yards and a touchdown.
He had that ball hidden behind his back.
Yeah.
Just one hand behind his back, and it fooled everyone.
3:48 to play in the football game. Rochester now up 33-26, and the extra point coming for the Zebras.
Wow.
A beautiful job by Wilson Lee. Takes the handoff, going around to the right. He had a blocker in front, didn't need him, and he done it all himself. We're going to have an offside on the Peru Tigers, so that's going to move it a little closer. The extra point coming.
Big extra point.
He got 33, we got 26.
The Zebras up 33-26 with 3:48 to play in the game. And Geisen was offsides, so we'll move it a little closer to the end zone, and Rochester will keep their extra point team on. Alan Piper the holder, Wilson Lee the kicker. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away, and it's no good. 33-26 Rochester, 3:48 to play in the game. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
33, the Tigers 26.
High School, the Zebras go on top by 7 after a long run by Wilson Lee.
Three plays, 57 yards, kept up by Wilson Lee, 54-yard touchdown run. The PAT by Lee was no good, but the Zebras lead 33-26 with just under 4 remaining in the line.
These missed extra points are going to come back to bite somebody.
Yeah, they will.
Kick end over end, takes the bounce, picked up by Miller at the 11. Brady Miller, look out, he's explosive. Grabbed up by Rensberger, slips that tackle, and carries the ball across the 30, down to around the 32. So that's where Peru will start, down by 7 with 3:40 to play in the football game. And I believe they have all 3 of their timeouts left.
Right. One of these zebra tacklers.
Wilson Lee now with 117 yards on 18 carries, 3 touchdowns.
Good for him.
Between both teams tonight, 5 conversions have not been, either missed kicks or 2 points. 5 of those have not been good.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 32-yard line, going to our right. Again, 3:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 33-26. The Tigers on the football. Cunningham has the play, sets the line, and here we go. There's a snap on the reverse, gives to Mills going right, got a lead blocker in front. It's the quarterback, Cunningham. Nobody fooled that time as he gets it out to the 36-yard line. He picks up 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. 3:29 to play in the football game. Rochester up 33-26, and quickly Peru on the football.
The clock continues to roll.
Yeah.
Cunningham quickly sets the ball. 3:15 to play in the game. Rochester up by 7. Here's a snap. Sturgill right up the middle. Oh, is that Geisen? Sturgill.
Yeah.
And Sturgill gets it maybe to the 40, 41.
You can have the
It looks like 4. It was 5.
Now for the Tigers.
So giving 4, giving 5, it'll be 3rd down and 1 at the at the Peru 41-yard line. 2:50 to play in the game. Rochester by 7. Out of the shotgun. Cunningham, hands off to Miller. Miller going left. Rensberger drags him down.
But not until after Miller gets about 8 yards.
Shy of midfield, the clock will roll with 2:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 33-26. Ball at the Peru 47-yard line. Brett Thomas, Travis Watering, I'm David Musselman. 2:40 to play in the game. Peru on the march again. Out of the shotgun. Back to pass is Cunningham. Throws it up for grabs. Going to light up the receivers. Prescott. It's complete.
And pass complete to Cordell Prescott.
Prescott takes it inside the 30-yard line, near the 26, and a Tiger 1st down with 2.5 to play in the game.
Flag back at the where the quarterback has roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer against the Zebras. Tack on 15 more.
And again, a big play by Peru sets them up for a score. So the 22-yard pass play from Cunningham to Prescott, and they get another 15 yards with the penalty.
So that will take the ball inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 2.5 to play in the game. Zebras up by 7. 1st and 10 for Peru. Cunningham in the shotgun. Sets the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap. Hands off to Sturgill. He trips the line of scrimmage. Regains his balance. Pushes the pile inside the 15 to the 12. Giving 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolls. 2:15 to play in the game. I can see what that's going to happen here. They're going to score with 0 time on the clock and go for 2.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 at the 12. Here's a snap on the reverse. Brady Miller goes to the left, cuts it back inside, looking for the touchdown. Untouched into the end zone. And it's 33-32. Rochester by 1 extra point coming.
And Miller gets his 4th touchdown of the night.
And here comes
the 2-point conversion.
Big 2-point conversion.
1:58 to play in the 4th quarter. 33-32. 2-point conversion coming for Peru. And here it is, going to the left, looking for the end zone. It is good.
By Miller.
Peru takes the lead 34-33. Back for the final 2 minutes after this on 92.1 WROI.
Brady Miller on the successful 2-point conversion. The score now, the Bengal Tigers 34 and the Zebras 33. Jason Kepner kicking off for the Tigers. Josh Heckathorn, the deepest zebra.
Back at Peru High School, the squib kick goes out of bounds. So Rochester will start in pretty good field position with a minute 58 to play the game.
Yeah, last possession, 6 plays, 68 yards, capped off by another Brady Miller touchdown run. This one went for 12 yards. The 2-point conversion by the Tigers was good, and they retake the lead 34-33 with a minute 58 remaining in the game.
Coming into this game, Brady Miller had 238 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's got 157 and 4 touchdowns tonight.
Heck of a ball player.
So after the kick goes out of bounds, the Rochester Zebras will start the ball at their own 40-yard line on the near hash, going to our left with one timeout. Bennett goes split to the right side. Pearson is tight left. Leininger comes wide to the near side. Split back for Alec Holland. First and 10 at the 40. Holland under center, back to pass. Complete to Bennett. Bennett side sets the tackler, takes it out to the Peru, Rochester 46. Clock rolls, a minute 50 to play. 6-yard pitch and catch. Rochester quickly on the ball in the no huddle. A minute 45. Rochester down by 1. Holland out of the shotgun, back to pass, looking for Bennett. Complete to the 50. Bennett shuts the tackler, dives out of bounds at the Peru 45, first and 10 for the Zebras.
Out of bounds by Peyton Sturgill.
With 95 seconds to play in the game. Peru up by 1 at 34-33.
At the Tigers 45.
Look out for the hitch and go, fellas.
Yep.
Set them 2 short passes. Yeah.
First and 10 for the Zebras at the Peru 45-yard line. Minute 34 to play in the game. Heckathorn wide right. Bennett split left. Eye backs for Holland. Alec under center. Alec takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Rolls to the right. Rolls away from pressure. He's going to run. Alec sets it upfield. Sets it now inside. He's got close to a first down. Clock rolls. Minute 25 to play in the game. I think he was short. Giving 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the Peru 36. Clock rolls. Minute 15.
Designed run for Alec Holland.
Out of the shotgun now is Holland. Bennett wide left. Leininger split right. For the shotgun. Back to pass. Holland throws it over the head of Bennett. 2nd down and 9. Makes that 3rd and 9.
Well, Bennett kind of ran a hitch, and Holland threw it long.
A minute 9 to play in the game. Peru up 34-33. Rochester has it 3rd and 1 at the Peru 36-yard line. Incomplete, not a bad seal error. Stop the clock, let them regroup. What play do you run here? You've got 1 timeout left.
Yep.
Bennett will go wide to the right side. Leininger split left, Pearson tight left, split back for Holland. On 3rd and 1 with 69 seconds to play in the game. Zebras down by 1. Gives the handoff to McLaughlin. He's got a first down across the 35-yard line, giving the 34 and a 2-yard pickup. Rochester will be on the ball. 65 seconds to go. First and 10 for Rochester at the Peru 34. Rochester trails by 1. Shotgun formation. Clock rolls. A minute 3 to play. Here's the snap. Holland takes it. High snap. Pulls it down. We'll throw it down the far side to Bennett. Bennett rises up. It is picked off by Geeson. Tigers.
Geeson again.
Underthrown just a bit. And the Tigers pick it off. And now we'll line up in the victory formation with 54.4 to play in the game.
Gavin Geeson is going to be the unsung hero of this game for Peru. He did not score a single touchdown tonight, but he made 2 big interceptions and a big punt return. The interception and the punt return set up scores for Peru, and that interception just sealed the Zebras' fate.
7-yard line.
54.4 to play in the game.
From the road, 7.
Peru leads 34-33, and they will come out in the victory formation.
I don't think so.
Sturgill is back in the end zone in case of a bad snap. Under center is Cunningham. He'll take the snap and take a knee.
Quarterback Cunningham.
Clock rolls. Rochester has 1 timeout. They will not use it.
Loss of 2.
Mechanical leads Whitco late in the 3rd at 20-12. 40 seconds to play. Rochester down by 1 with 30 seconds to play in the game. They only have to run one more play to the Tigers. And they're taking as much time off the clock as they can. Down to 15 on the play clock. Not over the ball yet are the Tigers. Down to 10 on the play clock. Now Cunningham sets the group. We'll take the snap, and that'll do it.
Quarterback.
Snap, and that'll do it. The Rochester Zebras, we're going to start their season 0-3. Nope, Rochester call a timeout. No, the clock rolls. That'll do it. Peru will defeat the Rochester Zebras 34-33. And it will be 1-0 in the TRC. Rochester falls to 0-3 and 0-1 in the Three Rivers Conference. This game show coming up next, 92.1 WROI.